Alright, so today I am super excited for this. We are going to be showcasing the brand new YHWACH. His first introduction being in 2018, and here we are basically, 5 years later, and we finally got a new playable YHWACH. As you can see, we can finally make a team of YHWACHs, but unfortunately the other two have always been relegated to the Brave Battle game mode, and I have been desperately waiting for a new playable YHWACH, especially one with the anime visuals. And in this case, for the end of the year, we finally got that, and this character is an absolute beast. By far my favorite of the three of the new characters. And finally, we got a character as powerful as YHWACH honestly does deserve. So in this case, YHWACH is a mind no affiliation character with the hollow and also no affiliation kill ability. It's a good set of killers. The mind attribute as a whole does lack hollow killers. The no affiliation could have been something else in my opinion, but I honestly don't mind it. He is a 40% recharge soul trait, so he does get that extra bit of recharge. And he has a lot going on about him, right? So of course, he is the first character in the game to have enemies defeated bonus, which is a different type of rampage. And in this case, as you can see it, when he does get 20 kills, he gets 20% more melee damage. After 40 kills, he gets a 40% berserker. After 60 kills, he gets a 60% devastation. And after 80 kills, he gets an extra soul bomb. So this is the first character in the game outside of Arena that can use 2 soul bombers. And that, in my opinion, is actually really powerful. Now, if you are wondering, unfortunately, in Guild Quest, you can't get the second soul bomb or the extra devastation, but you're still able to get the berserker and extra melee damage, which honestly isn't even that bad. The extra soul bomb is more stuff for co-op content, and of course, also in Limit Breaker, where he's going to be really good. Now, one thing to keep in mind with this defeat bonus is that it actually counts your teammates' kills. In co-op and also in guild quests, any kills they get, it adds to your defeat counter, which is actually really good for allowing them to get to the next bonus level where you again are picking up new skills. Now, if that wasn't good enough, let's just scroll down. There's so much to talk about these new characters. So when it comes to mobility, he has Sprinter +2 and also Long Stride. I love that about him. It means you can even take him into Arena, where he's actually also another good character in that mode. As you'll see here, when we scroll down, he has a 40% berserker. He has a 60% devastation with also weakened defense, so his soul bomb hits really hard. And I like that they gave him a powerful soul bomb, since that's the big thing about him being able to soul bomb twice. But other than that, he's immune to stat elements. He has Frenzy +2 with also the spiritual pressure boost, weakened defense, poised debilitator, great set of strong attacks, which you will see alongside Havoc, weakening every attack, and he also does have the first time for the mind attribute strong attack recharge. So when it comes to Limit Breaker, he's going to be a really good character, and given the fact that you can get an extra soul bomb after 80 kills, this makes him the best Limit Breaker character, more so than Killgate, because in any given month, you can use him in slot number 3. His strong attacks are always going to be coming back. He's fast, given the fact that he has Long Stride, but since he gives you an extra soul bomb, you don't even have to use him with the soul bomb. You can use someone else and allow them to clear their stage even faster. So honestly, the only thing I feel like this character is lacking is an increased chance to inflict stat elements, so he can get his SP boost earlier or easier, but you'll see in the gameplay that really does not matter. With that said though, for the sake of the showcase, we are going to be using a Kamari, a Fortification Pill, and also a Catacroin Alpha. Links include Aizen, full stamina and recharge, Zombie Toshiro, recharge and also more SAD, and then also the free-to-play Chad, more full stamina and also recharge. Bonus abilities include full stamina and SP. That is definitely the best thing to do with this character. Alright then, so we're not even going to waste your time taking him into single player IT. Co-op is available right now, so let's see how he does perform. Lucky for him, he actually has killer against the bosses, so we're always going to be doing more damage here. And you'll see right from the get-go why the increased chance to inflict stat elements doesn't matter that much, because this character's SA1 and SA2 are vortex attacks. His SA2 in particular being a home-in vortex, which is absolutely amazing. You'll see here, you know, our damage output is just really, really high. And again, visually, this character looks absolutely stunning. I'm glad we had to wait multiple years for a playable YHWACH, because this character is an absolute treat to play with. You can see here, we already got 40 kills. We already got more damage on our strong attacks. And we're constantly inflicting weakening. We are in the second room right now. Third room. And we already have majority of our bonuses. Our strong attacks also recharge in between stages. So that means we're able to, you know, use our strong attacks right away from the get-go. Let's use our SA3 here. Bosses went down. This is 1-5, by the way. Just to specify, right? Just to make that very clear. In this case, though, we've already gotten our second soul bomb. So let's use our SA2 here. That's soul bomb. Soul bomb, of course, is going to one-shot. And we're already to the final boss. We get the soul bomb again. We get the soul bomb again. Insane. Let's just use our SA3 just to damage them so they don't get out the way. Let's play this soul bomb full out. Look at that. Insane. Insane. That's just the best way to describe this character. Insane. Obviously, when he doesn't have killer in IT, it's going to be a tad bit slower, but the fact that you get to use 2 soul bombs, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. In this case, a 1 minute and 15 second playtime. Really, really good. And you know what? I think we can get even faster. Let's try that once more. Alright then, so attempt number 2, let's see how this does go. Unfortunately, not inflicting a stat element there, but that's fine. The SA2 does the job. Once more to go here, SA3. Again, I can't stress enough how beautiful this character's visuals are. And that's, again, the benefit of having 1,000-year Blood War anime characters, is that it resembles the anime. And I feel like they did a good job with this character's strong attacks. It's also really cool just seeing a character's attacks be different compared to the original Yuha. But in this case, what we can do is use our SA2, get a few more kills, soul bomb here. That is one of the more annoying stages. This next room is quite small in nature. So we can do SA2 there. Use our SA1, back up, SA3. Not bad. And then once more, we're into the final boss, where all we have to do is just tap the enemies once, then soul bomb, straight down. That Hiyori unfortunately did dodge the attack, but it's fine. We have strong attacks ready to use. At the very least, it looks like our playtime is very consistent. But in this case, much faster. A sub 1 minute. That is the clear time that characters get, like Senjumaru, that can go through Iron Skin, that are more optimized for this particular game mode and only this particular game mode. Yuha is going to be an amazing character in any game mode you put him against, and Inheritance Trials is no exception because he can get a sub 1 minute. Sub 1 minute. At 1.5. 1.5. Attempt number 3 though, let's see if we can once more get a sub 1 minute clear time. SA1 into the SA2 seems to be the play. And you know what, if the SA1 doesn't inflict a stat element, you know the SA2 has us, because there's no way you're going to use a strong attack to and not inflict stat elements. Our SA3 was not ready in that case, but thanks to the recharge in between stages, the SA3 came back in time, which is pretty cool. Same goes for the SA1. The SA1 is pretty much always guaranteed to be ready to go when you do enter a new stage. In this case, once more, SA3 went down from 7 seconds all the way down to 2. Let's use our SA3 into the 1. Let's sub him now because I didn't have a strong attack ready. That's something you can do. Unfortunately, one enemy was out the way. That's fine. SA1 takes him down, and then we can use our SA1 once more. Let's go here. SA2. Let them get hit. Then we nuke with the SA3. Position myself wrong, unfortunately. But look at that. You're just absolutely nuking the bosses as well with your strong attacks. And again, the final stage, usually the hardest stage is the super easy stage because we get to use our soul bomb. And I love the after effect too. I mentioned it on my live stream when we bought the character. The after effect for this character's soul bomb looks really cool. And realistically, since you're skipping soul bombs more often than not, that's what you see most often. I kind of like the look of it, of like all the power being sucked into him, because that's what it feels like. It really does feel like we're robbing all the power from these mobs. Another 1 minute play time. That's one thing you're going to see with this character, consistent play time, and also just fun. The character just plays fun. We like powerful stuff, but we also like fun stuff, and Yuha ticks both of those. Next up though, let's dig into epic grades, and who better to put against the ultimate awakened Yuha epic grade than Yuha himself. So in this case, we're using the exact same accessories and also links, but in this case, we do have some really good pets here, giving us 60% extra berserker and also 60% more damage at full stamina. The boss as a whole has 50 million HP. We are not a bonus. Let's see how long it takes us to do 50 million damage. Alright then, so let's see how this does go. And remember, this is basically Yuha at his worst, right? We're going against one enemy, so we don't get any of the benefits from our defeated enemy bonus. But even then, it doesn't really matter, because Frenzy plus 2 and SP boost, honestly, is perfectly fine, especially with the weakening. In this case, though, we are lucky enough to have Killer, and we're already into the second phase in just 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and use our soul bomb, where we do apply weakened defense. With bonus abilities, you could give double weakened defense, but I'm fine with just getting the extra SP. Let's go up here, SA3. I think I saw us do like 200k a hit. Honestly, not too bad. Probably should have saved the soul bomb for when the SP boost wore off, so we could get like an extra 10 seconds of that. It's not too bad though. I'm sure we'll get the SP boost eventually. There we go. Just have to use like what, one more strong attack? And right now we're in the final phase. SA2 goes off, and now he's got a dodge. We can't attack just yet, but we did just inflict a stat element last hit on the Vortex. That's kind of funny. Vortex is back. Let's use it again. Stand here. This is the safe zone. SA1 inflicts a stat element. SA2 goes off. And then the 3 finishes up. And just like that, we did 50 million damage. 1 kill on the counter. You'll have to see it in just under 1 minute. 1 minute time. 1 minute and 8 seconds. I love the little smirk he does at the end. So yeah, that's actually quite good. Honestly, really is. Obviously, tomorrow we are getting the Grand Fisher epic grade, and there is going to be an ultra difficulty for that. Yuha, once more, has Killer, is also a bonus. So Yuha epic raid runs for the next month, in the month of January, are going to be really fast. Really fast. And since we're here, let's try the character in Guild Quest. Now keep in mind that this is currently the ranged no affiliation Guild Quest. And Yuha's a melee character, so technically you're not supposed to really use him here, but you honestly can get away using him if you have no other better alternative. Obviously, our main DPS characters are going to be Kagorosa and also Misaki, but the benefit of using Yuha, even in a ranged week like this, is that he does have a homing vortex. And that's going to give you a lot of good crowd control. You'll potentially apply weakening, allowing your team to do more damage. And with that in mind, if you have no other better option, he can be a decent character, even in a week he's not supposed to be used in. So let's see how he does perform in the range no affiliation week. This is currently the very hard difficulty. And the main idea here is that we're just going to let our sides do all the damage. But we're going to keep them safe thanks to our tracking vortex. And if we can kill any mobs on the side, that'll be a lot ideal. And to be fair, even our damage ourselves isn't going to be too bad. We can still take out all the mini-mobs on the side, which is quite good. And I expect no one here to take any damage in our team. And when we do use our Sobomb, we are going to apply weakened defense and allow our team to do even more damage, 30% more. If you really want to, you could give him double weakened defense, and that might not even be a bad idea. Let's go ahead and use our Sobomb though, keep him in place. Weakened defense has been applied, and there you'll see our sides are going to work. And with that, we cleared the very hard difficulty of Guild Quest with 30 seconds to spare. So if you really want to use him in a week where he's not supposed to be used in, you can do that. You can definitely do that. Although keep in mind, you are going to rely on having some good sides, but that shouldn't be much of an issue. But since we're here, let's even take him into the Nightmare difficult guild quest. Now, I do want to specify that this current GQ is easier than it's supposed to be. Caleb messed up. The enemies don't have a high defense like they're supposed to. I believe they currently have a 2,000 defense stat instead of a 4,000 defense stat. So if in the future this eventually comes back, this team might not be able to beat it. But right now, with the lower defense, it should be able to beat it. Let's try it out. So once more, in this case, it's going to be the exact same strategy. Let's just SA1 right away to make sure we can get all the mini-mobs. And I guess we're going to focus on just taking down the mini-mobs. But again, the Vortex here is going to do most of the work, keeping our team safe. And it's pretty much guaranteed that we're going to have an SA2 ready every time we go into a next wave. Let's just spam our strong attacks when we can. If we can apply weakening, that would be really good. The SA1 being a Vortex type of attack is also really good for crowd control, since it does have quite a lengthy animation to it. Not super long, but it does give you enough time for the SA2 to come back in time. But you're pretty much guaranteed again, because like we're going to use our SA1 there, and if we really wanted to, we would have followed up with an SA2. Let's go here, use our SA2, keep the enemy in place. Had that been a beam attack, you know, our sides might have been able to get hit. But honestly, right now, I think we're doing fine. There we go. We have currently 40 kills. Remember, the kills your teammates do get do count towards the counter. That gives us the 40% strong attack damage increase, at least against the final boss. Let's use our SA2. Weakened defense has been applied, and now you can see they're doing significantly more damage, especially because I believe we did apply the weakening. Some even can use him in a Nightmare GQ when he doesn't even have the melee damage bonus. But again, keep in mind, this difficulty is easier than it's supposed to be. I don't think Caleb realized they messed up. But still, we were able to use him in a Nightmare GQ. That's something we can at least say, even if the difficulty isn't supposed to be as easy as it is. So with that said, lads, that was the showcase for today, showcasing our first of the 3 new end of year characters. Simply amazing. That's the best way I can describe this character. We finally, after 5 years, got a playable Yuha, and this character is just absolutely amazing. Introducing a really unique mechanic with the defeat enemy bonus, where he picks up an extra soul bomb. I really like that about the character, I really do. Of course, it's going to be really good in Limit Breaker, and we are going to showcase the character in Limit Breaker on the 5th when that mode does officially release. I'm going to try him out next week in the Guild Quest where he can be used, since he does get the melee damage. So there's more Yuha showcases to come. And I definitely will be trying to get this character 5-5, even if that means having to use 3 Rainbow Moonsaws on him, because he's my favorite character in the game right now, 100%. I can even use him in Arena. I can basically use him in any game modes. And giving the bonus he does give with the new defeat bonus, and you get an extra soul bomb, he's even a character you can use every single month in Limit Breaker if you really wanted to. And whenever you can use any other mine characters alongside him, well, you're making that mine character better, given the fact that you recharge strong attacks every time you enter the map. And in the Limit Breaker game mode, that basically means that the next time you get to use the character, their strong attacks are all ready to go. Easily one of the best characters in the entire game. But not only is he one of the best characters in the game, he also is one of the coolest looking characters in the game. I'm super happy to have him, even if it took over 50 multis to get him. Sometimes RNG does fail you, but in the comments below, let me know what you guys think about this character. I'm curious to know what you think. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care and peace.